The 2026 Formula One season hasn't even begun. And yet, one leaked deal may have just rewritten Yuki Tsunoda's entire future in the sport. According to newly leaked information, an unexpected lifeline could be forming inside the Haas garage. A potential deal aimed not at survival, but at reinvention. If this move materializes, it won't just redefine Tsunoda's career. It could expose how brutal and opportunistic the 2027 driver market is becoming. So if you want to stay ahead of the biggest power shifts heading into the new F1 era, make sure you subscribe now, because this is one story that could explode very quickly. Yuki Tsunoda's Formula One career has always existed on the edge, between brilliance and chaos, promise and pressure. From the moment he arrived in 2021, Tsunoda looked different, aggressive on corner entry, fearless in wheel-to-wheel combat, and emotionally raw on the radio. He immediately stood out in a grid full of polished, media-trained drivers. Scoring points on debut with AlphaTauri, he sent a clear message. This was not a development driver here to quietly learn. This was a racer who expected to fight. But Formula One, especially under Red Bull's structure, does not reward personality, only results. Tsunoda's early flashes of speed were undeniable, yet inconsistency followed him season after season. Mistakes were amplified, radios replayed, and patience slowly wore thin. Still, Red Bull believed enough to take the ultimate gamble, promoting him to the senior team in 2025. That move would define everything. Facing Max Verstappen is not just about lap time, it's about surviving comparison. Verstappen doesn't merely beat teammates, he dismantles their confidence. Tsunoda entered that environment already under scrutiny, and the pressure quickly became overwhelming. A handful of errors turned into a narrative. A few missed opportunities became evidence. By the end of the season, Red Bull did what Red Bull has always done. They moved on. Now, Tsunoda sits in the most dangerous position in Formula One. Talented, experienced, but without a race seat. A reserve driver in a sport that rarely looks back. And this is why the leaked Haas discussions matter far more than they initially appear. Haas is no longer the punchline it once was. Quietly, methodically, the American team has stabilized its operations. Fewer mistakes, better strategy calls, a clearer technical direction. With the 2026 regulation reset approaching, Haas knows opportunity is coming, and that the right driver choice could define their future position on the grid. This is where Tsunoda becomes interesting. From Haas's perspective, Tsunoda represents a rare combination: proven speed, deep technical experience, and unfinished business. He's driven under extreme pressure, worked within Red Bull's demanding feedback systems, and survived environments that break most drivers. Importantly, he would arrive not as a star demanding status, but as a racer desperate to prove he belongs. The leaked information suggesting Haas is considering Tsunoda for 2027 isn't reckless, it's calculated. The 2026 regulations will reset performance gaps. History tells us that when rules change dramatically, unexpected teams rise. For a midfield outfit, pairing that reset with a motivated driver who has something to lose could be transformative. But there are complications, most notably Tsunoda's long-standing relationship with Honda. For years, Honda backing has been the backbone of his F1 journey. Haas, meanwhile, is moving within a different manufacturer ecosystem, with Toyota's influence looming in the background. On paper, that looks like a political nightmare. Yet Honda's stance changes everything. Honda has made it clear they will not block Tsunoda's career. They want him racing, wherever that may be. That single statement removes one of the biggest barriers people assumed would kill any Haas deal instantly. It suggests this move, once unthinkable, is now genuinely possible. Then there's the psychological angle. Red Bull's junior program is legendary, but ruthless. For every Verstappen success story, there are multiple drivers who were discarded before they were ready. Alexander Albon is the most obvious comparison. Broken at Red Bull, rebuilt at Williams. Tsunoda could follow the same trajectory, not by denying his flaws, but by escaping the environment that magnified them. Haas offers something Red Bull never could: time, a smaller spotlight, realistic expectations, a team that values incremental progress rather than immediate domination. In that environment, Tsunoda's raw speed could finally shine without being suffocated by constant comparison. The next phase is critical. As a reserve driver, Tsunoda must demonstrate maturity, consistency, and technical clarity. Haas won't be buying potential, they'll be buying redemption. And in a 2027 driver market that is wide open, every session, every simulator run, every behind-the-scenes impression will matter. This leaked deal isn't just about one driver and one team. It's about whether Formula One believes in second chances, or whether it continues to consume talent in the search for perfection. Yuki Tsunoda's story is not finished. The question is whether Haas becomes the chapter where everything finally clicks. So here's the big question. Is Haas the place where Yuki Tsunoda finally escapes the Red Bull shadow and reinvents himself for the new F1 era? Or is this leaked deal simply another false dawn in a career full of near misses? Let me know what you think in the comments below.